Hey guys, today we are going to learn about JavaScript. Variables. Variables are used to store data in JavaScript. Variables are used to store reusable values. The values of the variables are allocated using the assignment operator. We can declare variables in JavaScript in three ways. They are var keyword, let keyword, const keyword. Var keyword. The var keyword in JavaScript is used to declare a variable. It is a function scoped and allow the variable to be accessible throughout the function in which it is declared. You can see the syntax and example and output of the example down here. Let keyword. The let keyword in JavaScript is used to declare a variable with block scope. This means the variable is only accessible within the block in which it is declared, such as inside a loop or an if statement. You can see the syntax and example here. Const keyword. The const keyword in JavaScript is used to declare a variable that cannot be reassigned after its initial assignment. It is also block scoped, meaning it is only accessible within the block where it is declared. Arrays. An array in JavaScript is a data structure used to store multiple values in a single variable. It can hold various data types and allows for dynamic resizing. Elements are accessed by the index starting from 0. Declaration of an array. There are basically two ways to declare an array, that is, array literal and array constructor. Creating an array using array literal. Using an array literal is the easiest way to create a JavaScript array. You can see the syntax and example here. Creating an array using the JavaScript new keyword. The array constructor refers to a method of creating arrays by invoking the array constructor function. Basic operations on JavaScript arrays. Accessing elements of an array. Any element in the array can be accessed using the index number. The index in the array starts with 0. Accessing the first element of an array. The array indexing starts from 0, so we can access first element of array using the index number. Accessing the last element of an array. We can access the last array element using array.length minus 1 index number. Modifying the array elements. Elements in an array can be modified by assigning a new value to the corresponding index. Adding elements to the array. Elements can be added to the array using methods like push and unshift. Removing elements from an array. To remove the elements from an array, we have different methods like pop, shift, or slice. Array length. We can get the length of an array using the array length property. Functions. A function in JavaScript is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. You define it once and then you can call it whenever you need. Function definition. Before using a user-defined function in JavaScript, we have to create one. We can use the above syntax to create a function in JavaScript. You can see the example and output here. Function declaration. It declares a function with a function keyword. The function declaration must have a function name. Function expression. It is similar to a function declaration without the function name. Function expression can be stored in a variable assignment. Function parameters. Function parameters are the named variables in a function definition that receive values when the function is invoked. They allow you to pass data into functions so that the function can operate on that data. Calling functions. After defining a function, the next step is to call them to make use of the function. We can call a function by using the function name separated by the value of parameters enclosed between the parentheses and a semicolon at the end. Objects. In JavaScript, an object is a way to group related data and functions together. Creating objects. In JavaScript, objects can be created using two different methodologies, namely literal form and constructor form. You can see the examples here. You can see the examples of literal form and constructor form here. Loops. JavaScript loops are essential for efficiently handling repetitive tasks. They execute a block of code repeatedly as long as a specified condition remains true. For loop. A for loop in JavaScript is a control flow statement that allows you to execute a block of code repeatedly based on a condition. You can see the syntax and example here. While loop. The while loop is a control flow statement that allows code to be executed repeatedly based on a given Boolean condition. The while loop can be thought of as a repeating if statement. You can see the syntax and example here. Do while loop. An exit control loop, it executes loop content at least once even the condition is false. You can see the syntax and example here. For in loop. For in loop is used to iterate over the properties of an object. The for in loop iterates only over those keys of an object which have the enumerable property set to true. For off loop. For off loop is used to iterate the iterable objects, for example array, object, set and map. Break statement. Break statement is used to terminate the execution of the loop or switch statement when the condition is true. Continue statement. The continue statement in JavaScript is used inside loops to skip the current iteration and proceed with the next iteration of the loop. It allows you to bypass the remaining code in the current loop iteration and move directly to the next